the time I was young, I had a dream of doing two things. One was to play pro football, and the other was to build a program for kids. The type of kids that we're going to be trying to reach are at risk.
I was one of those kids that would just always find a way to get in trouble. Most of the people that I grew up with are in prison.
I started getting in trouble, wrong people, got into drugs, stealing. It got really bad.
Some of these kids have fallen by the wayside. Those are the kids that Operation COY wants to extend a hand to and see if we can help them.
The type of kid that I was right before I went into Operation COY is just always in trouble, raised by a single mom. My mom, by the time I was a young teenager, wasn't able to really control me. Detention all the time. I started fighting all the time. It was just out of control. Just was out of control, and I definitely was headed on the wrong path.
My mom, you know, she really couldn't tell me much because I was doing what I was wanting and got into drugs. Juvenile hall, boys camp, that's just a place to go and relax for a few months.
He was headed to prison, but he was past, you know, juvenile hall. He was in boys camp, and this was the last step for him.
What the majority of any child is craving, whether they're in Operation COY or not, is to be accepted, is to be loved, is to be cared for, and given direction.
This program is going to teach you respect. It's going to teach you ambition. It's going to show you what you're capable of doing and point out your strengths. And it's going to build you up, build your self-confidence, build your self-esteem. So when you leave this program, you're going to be 100% ready. Just like bring it.
We do a lot of running, a lot of physical stuff. Once you come out of there, you become a man. And I got friends. We're talking about big-time drug dealers are on the right.
It was one of the best things that ever happened. And I went up there every other week, and each week he completely changed.
You get that kid that's out there disrespecting his mother or doing this. Slowly but surely he just starts to transform.
Maybe who I am today, I'm able to sit back and think and be a leader instead of a follower.
Yeah, maybe my field wasn't to go on and play professional football, although I would have loved that. But I was able to use that same drive, that same ambition in my career, and it's benefited me.
Once a kid knows that, okay, this is the rules to living here on earth and doing what I'm supposed to do to be successful, he has a tendency to gravitate to going in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn 1, 2, 3. Operation COY's mission is to work with youth who are trying to navigate their way through society. Maybe they're truant, struggling in school, starting to experiment with drugs and succumbing to negative peer pressure. During the 5-month camp, our staff works towards a progressive transformation in each youth that we serve. Using professionally designed outdoor activities and classroom work, we teach life skills such as problem solving, decision making, conflict resolution, teamwork, relationship building, effective communication, and other skills that will help them succeed in life. We also incorporate an academic component that addresses the educational needs of each camper. There's a high level of supervision, and we require a high level of accountability from each of our campers.
He was able to get me to understand my strengths, and he was able to get me to excel.
Down. Up. Everything this program is going to teach them is geared for them to come out on top.
A lot of the stuff that I do in my career now, if I think back and root to where I learned that, it was from the Operation COY program.
Without that program, I know where I would be.
To make a donation or for information about our camp, visit our website at operationcoy.org.